Hi everyone. In 2025, we released a number of new features in Jamworks. All were designed to give disabled students even more flexibility, structure, and support in how they learn. Here's a quick walkthrough of what's new this year and how each update helps them remove barriers to independent study. The first feature that we have is slides with notes. Students can click on Write Notes and then on Slide Notes. And now they can upload lecture slides while listening to the lecture. Once the lecture slides are uploaded, they can take notes directly alongside each slide. As the lecture proceeds, they can move over to the next slide and take notes for that slide as well. This creates a more visual and organized way to capture important points as they learn. The next feature that we have is adding photos to notes. When students are recording their lectures on their mobile devices, they can now take a photo of a whiteboard, slide, or a handout and add it to their notes instantly. This is especially helpful for students who process visual information more easily. The next feature that we have is enhanced notes. Many students feel pressure to take perfect notes during live lectures. But with this feature of enhanced notes, they can jot down rough thoughts in their own way. And once the lecture is uploaded, Jamworks will give suggestions to enhance those notes. It will fill any missing gaps, it will add structure, context, and it will even format the STEM equations accurately. It's a huge support for students with cognitive or processing difficulties. So, the next feature that we have released in 2025 is tags and sets. Students can organize their lecture recordings into sets by module, semester, subject name, or even any other personal preference. For example, we can add this particular lecture into a set called Important Physics Lectures. We can click on create, and as you can see, a new folder for important physics lectures have now been created. In order to add this particular lecture to this folder, we just need to click on this folder now. And there you go, this lecture has now been added to the folder that we just created. Now there's another thing called tags. Now students can assign tags to group content by topic, which makes it easier to filter and to find specific material quickly. For example, you want to assign a theme to this particular lecture, you can just click on tags and you can enter a tag like definitions. And there you go. This particular lecture has now been added to the tag that you created. In order to find this specific lecture from a huge pile of lecture recordings, what you can do is you can click on sets, then click on important physics lecture, find the relevant folder that you have created, and there you go, you will be able to find that specific lecture in the folder that you created. Students can also find their lectures by searching through tags. They can just click on search by tags, click on definitions, and that relevant lecture is going to pop up. Now, the next feature that we have added is new editing options in key points. We have added editing features that allows students to personalize their key points using multiple text colors, highlight colors, and fonts. For example, Now, this makes it very easy for students with visual processing needs or memory difficulties to customize their notes in a way that works for them. The next feature that we released is quick prompts, which is also called Jam AI's personal tutor modes, like QuizMe. Quick creates revision quizzes based on the lectures, helping students to go from basic to deeper understanding. There's also another quick prompt called Simplify, which breaks down complex topics into simpler language, supporting students who need clearer and more accessible explanations. Students can try any of the quick prompts that are available here to interact with their lecture content in a way that works for them. The next feature that we have is downloading all your flashcards to keep it at a separate location. Students can now download flashcards as a Word document for offline revision. The answers are in white text, so they will need to change the color to reveal them. But this gives them the flexibility to study in whatever format they prefer. So that was a roundup of all the features that we have released in Jamworks. If you have any questions, if you would like a walkthrough of all these features in more depth, feel free to reach out to me at kamna@jamworks.com. Till then, I hope you enjoy using Jamworks. Bye now.